business owner, you'll enter into thousands of contracts throughout the course of your business's lifetime, maybe even more. But this also means that inevitably you'll come across a contract that doesn't deliver on the terms agreed to by the parties. Fortunately, contracts are legally binding documents, and you can pursue a remedy for this type of instance in court. But it's important to understand the first step of identifying what type of breach occurred, or in other words, how the contract wasn't performed to its terms. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So let's get started.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I'm attorney Alexis Johnson of AFJ Law Group PLLC. And as I said at the beginning, contract disputes are very common simply because business owners enter into so many of them. But breach of contract claims are typically broken down by 4 different categories depending on the type of breach. Breach of contract claims in general are part of a larger umbrella of common lawsuits that business owners see filed against small businesses. So I'd recommend that you check out our Small Business Bootcamp on our YouTube channel talking about the other 4 types of lawsuits. But for today, we're going to break down the 4 different types of breaches that you can allege in a breach of contract dispute.
While contracts consist of all types of legal agreements and terms, breaches themselves are classified in just a few ways. Here are the 4 main categories of breach: material, minor, also known as partial or immaterial, anticipatory, and actual breach. When a material breach occurs, one party receives significantly less benefit or a significantly different result than what the contract specified. Material breaches can include a failure to perform the obligations laid out within a contract or failure to perform contracted obligations on time. When a material breach occurs, the other party may be able to pursue damages related to the breach and both its direct and indirect consequences. In a minor breach of contract, most of the contractual terms will have been performed, but the party in breach failed to fulfill some part of their obligation. In these cases, the party that suffered the breach can only pursue a legal remedy if they are able to show that the breach resulted in financial loss. For example, a late delivery of goods may not be a remedy if the breach party cannot show that the delay resulted in some sort of financial consequence. An anticipatory breach, like you may guess from the name, is a case where an actual breach may not yet have occurred, nor does it need to. Instead, one of the parties has indicated that they will not fulfill their contractual obligations. And this can occur if the breaching party explicitly notifies the other party that they won't perform their obligations. But such a claim could also be brought based on actions that indicate that one party has no intentions or will be unable to deliver based on the terms of the agreement. Finally, an actual breach refers to a breach that has already occurred, which means that the breaching party has either refused to fulfill their contractual obligations or performed those duties incompletely or improperly. When a breach does occur, there are several types of remedies to pursue. They can include compensatory damages to address direct economic losses stemming from the breach, and consequential losses, which are indirect losses that go beyond the value of the contract itself but are the result of the breach.
Whether you're in early negotiations, revisions, or the renewal stage of a contract, it's so important to reach out to a business attorney to make sure that the terms are legally enforceable and will protect you and your business in the case of a breach. If you have questions, please reach out. My team is ready to help. We can be reached at afjlawgroup.com, or you can call or text us at 248-266-2135. Please also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can continue to receive informative legal videos like this one. Thank you for checking out today's video.